Love him. He was the love of my life, truly. If anything, I left because, and I still loved him, I needed to find out what the world was like, really. It was one world. But what the greatest thing about our relationship is that we still loved each other.
And that's Priscilla Presley just last year talking about her divorce from Elvis. Now, their marriage only lasted from 1967 to 1973, just about 7 years, and then they split after that famous 7-year itch. And here to talk more about that is relationship expert Aishia Grevenberg. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we know this also happened to J-Lo and Mark Anthony, and recently Chris Pratt and Anna Faris split after 8 years. Why is this so common?
You know what happens? Things get stale.
Okay.
I call it stale street. That's just how I describe it. What happens is you get bored and you want excitement, but excitement is not there. You go to work, you take care of kids, you go to sleep, you repeat. So people get bored and they don't realize that relationships are not an amusement park.
Wow.
They're not. It's not a roller coaster.
Okay, and what are some of the warning signs that you're kind of getting into that dull routine?
So the biggest warning sign is an argument that never ends. Like you have the same argument over and over and over again. Or you find yourself getting really frustrated with your partner over small things. And then you're just bored. You're worried, you're bored. This is more your friend, not your partner. And so things are really not what they used to be.
And if you realize that this is starting to happen, is there anything that you can do to try and repair the relationship?
Absolutely. The very first thing you have to do that I tell all of my patients is you have to decide, is this your person? Is this your person? Out of this whole world, is this your person? Because if they are, then let's work to save your relationship because it can be saved. But is this your person? Yes, then let's get to work, right? So we have step one. Step two is let's get you excited again. Let's get you going out on dates. Let's get you having a good time. There's so many things going on in Las Vegas right now. Go out to a sporting event, go out to a new restaurant, go to hot yoga. Do something to bring excitement back to your relationship.
Yeah, and I know those date nights, they seem simple, but they can make all of the difference,
All of the
especially
difference.
in the crazy chaos of everyday life, kids, work, everything.
Absolutely.
That date night to reconnect is gold.
It is gold. And what I tell my patients, very, very simple, quick communication, start, stop, continue. So you meet with your partner and you ask, what can I start, stop, and continue? What did you like this week? What did I do well? What do you want me to continue? This gives you a chance to listen and give feedback at the same time. Start, stop, continue. Quick and easy. That's how you build communication. And I know this is a family show, but intimacy is very important. So I don't mean peck on the cheek, peck on the forehead. I mean a hug, a kiss, an embrace every day. Can't miss it. Every day has to be there.
Because sometimes it's those little moments when you're not expecting that hug or that kiss that can kind of change the moment for you.
Absolutely, and it feels so good to know that your person, this is your person, loves you, wants to connect with you, and is enthusiastic about you, right?
Yeah.
So that physical piece has to be there. We can't miss it.
Exactly. So we need that intimacy. And of course, would you recommend people seeing a therapist if they're starting to feel this way?
Absolutely,
like,
see a
"Come see
therapist. Absolutely, yes, of course. Talk about it. I want to save your relationship. I want you to be happy, and I want you to have the person that you love. So these things happen. It's extremely common because we're working, right? And work is work. Common, do this paperwork, cubicle. It's not exciting. But relationships can be. We have to work at it. So definitely, yes, see a therapist. It doesn't have to be me, but definitely see a therapist. We want you to be happy.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Some
You're
great
welcome.
tips. And hey, I know good advice for me too, because tomorrow, my 4-year wedding anniversary. So I'm getting closer to that 7-year mark. So thank you so much, Aishia, for
You're
joining
welcome.
us this morning.